The streetlights rhythmically hit the dash, like memories blinking in a camera flash. I'm driving south on the 101, searching for shadows since we were done. I still turn my head when a song comes on to see if you're humming along, but you're gone. The leather is cold where your weight used to be, just an empty space looking back at me. And I reach for the dial to turn it down, afraid I might miss a familiar sound. The heater is on, but I'm shivering still, chasing a ghost at the top of the hill. There's a ghost in the passenger seat, a memory that I'm forced to meet, driving through the neon and the rain, with a hollow ache and a silent pain. Cinematic highways blurry and blue, I'm miles away, but I'm still with you, vulnerable and lost in the midnight heat, with a ghost in the passenger seat. Signs pass, I almost asked if you needed a drink, but the silence broke before I could think. The cup holder's empty, the air is too still. I'm fighting the urge to lose my will. I'm staring through fog and I'm staring through dark, trying to find a way to let you out. Every red light feels like a stop in time, every green light feels like a mountain. I'm driving alone in a red old box that used to be home. Yeah, passenger seat. To me, driving through the neon and the rain, with a hollow ache and a silent pain. Cinematic highways blurry and blue, I'm miles away, but I'm still with you, vulnerable and lost in the midnight heat, with a ghost in a passenger seat. Just the empty air, just the peeking through the crooked blinds, tangled in the mess of our divided minds. I'm staring at the mug sitting on the wood, thinking about the things that I misunderstood. It was steaming hot just an hour ago, before the truth moved and it started to snow. Now there's a film on the surface, a dark kind of ring, just like the bitterness that these memories bring. I take a sip and it tastes like regret, the kind of flavor that I'll never forget. You said always with a smile so sweet, but the kitchen floor is cold beneath my feet. Just cold coffee and old lies, watching the clouds in the morning skies. The steam colorless day. Vulnerable and bitter, I'm cutting ties over cold coffee and no lies. I remember when you promised you'd never leave, a beautiful web that you wanted me to weave. But I found the sugar was just a disguise for the salt that you hid in your tired eyes. I'm pouring the rest of us down the drain, watching the black liquor wash away the pain. How did forever get so stagnant and still, like a half-empty cup on a windowsill? No more reheating, no more one more try. I'm done with the maybe and I don't ask why. The caffeine is gone but the headache remains, flowing like poison through my weary veins. It's so bitter now. It's cold coffee and no lies, watching the clouds in the morning skies. The steam is gone and the fire is out. I'm finally seeing what you're all about. Cinematic shadows on my breakfast tray, a lonely start to a colorless day. Vulnerable and bitter, I'm cutting the ties over cold coffee and no lies. Empty cup, empty heart. The morning's here, but we're apart. The moonlight's painting lines across the floor. I'm reaching for the ghost behind the door. I see the shape of where you used to stand. I try to catch the phantom of your hand, but my fingers only meet the empty air. The scent of you is fading everywhere. I'm memorizing silhouettes in gray before the morning sweeps the dark away. Scared to let the summer turn to cold. I'm talking till the corners of the room, trying to find a flower in a gloom. But shadows don't have voices, they don't care. They just remind me that you isn't there. Is this what loving is, just catching dust? A handful of a memory and a broken trust. I'm drawing lines around a space dancing behind my eyes. It's a vivid blood, jagged dream, tearing slowly at the center scene. I see it all, but I can't feel the warmth. A frozen compass that's lost its north. Cinematic details, painful and bright, living in the glare of a ghost tonight. Vulnerable and steady, I'm sure of the past. And the vivid blurs, I was built to last. I remember the smell of the rain on the street, the exact vibration of the heart in your beat. I can replay the moment you said we were through, in a 4K version of the me and you. Details of monsters that won't let me sleep, they're the only secrets that I'm forced to keep. Why is the ending so perfectly drawn, while the rest of my life is just dusty and gone? Pixel by pixel, I'm coming apart, and the high definition of a broken heart is too much to see, it's too much to know. The brighter the image, the harder to go. It's all too clear. It's a vivid blur, a jagged dream, tearing slowly at the center scene. I see it all, but I can't feel the warmth. A frozen compass that's lost its north. Cinematic details, painful and bright, living in the glare of a ghost tonight. Vulnerable and steady, I'm shook to past, in a vivid blur that was built to last. So bright it hurts, so clear it's gone. A beautiful way in the morning
I'm sitting on the floor in the afternoon light, with a stack of memories, mostly black and white. I take the corners of the days we spent, and I try to fix every place they've been. I'm making shapes out of whispered words, like paper wings on some flightless birds. I follow the silence till it looks like grace, trying to find a way to keep your faith.
But the edges are sharp and my hands are cold. It's getting harder to hold what I'm told to hold. I'm bending the truth just to make it stay, but paper hearts always drift away. Our reds make part of it coming, slowly coming undone. It's drifting from me, to spin on my tongue, trying to make it right, but you can't build a home now. It's something so light. One little tear where the love used to be. Now I'm just a try minded fool I should be. Vulnerable and cinematic, fragile and blue. Just a paper heart or a copy remembering you. frozen moment, the digital spark in 4K resolution. You look so real, I can almost touch the way you used to feel. But the glass is cold beneath my fingertips as I trace the smile upon your quiet lips. Colors are too bright for this lonely room, a neon garden in a sea of gloom. I'm zoomed in close on the life we had. It's so beautiful, it makes me sad. Now I'm fading in a high res, losing myself in a pixelated mess. You're perfectly clear in a frame on the screen, but you're the prettiest thing that I've ever seen. A cinematic ghost in a backlit glow. I'm staying here 'cause I can't let go. Vulnerable and blue, I must confess. I'm just fading in a high res. I watched the video of us in the rain. It played on a loop to numb the pain. The audio is sharp, I can hear you laugh, but my heart is torn in a jagged half. We look so happy in 100 frames before we were strangers with familiar names. How does the memory stay so bright when the flame went out in the middle of the night? I'm living in a gallery of what used to be, flashing the feed just to feel you near me. But the battery is low and the screen is starting to dim. I'm reaching for the edge, reaching for the red. It's all how love, it's all how It's 4 in the morning and I'm staring at the globe, watching all the pictures from a year ago. My thumb is hovering above the delete, but I'm hooked on the rhythm of a heart that's sweet. In 2025, we look so bright, wrapped in the safety of a summer night. Now the only one to feel is the heat of the battery, feeding my soul with this digital flattery. And the screen is a window to a world that's dead, where you're still sleeping in the side of my bed. I'm scrolling for a feeling that I can't replace, lost in the glow of your pixelated face. I'm just seeking blue light therapy, hiding from the ghost of you and me, searching for comfort in a 5-inch screen, living in the spaces of the my I've been. Cinematic colors, neon and cold, before the forever turned to history. I read the old text just to hear your tone. The only way I know how to not be alone. The blue light is singing, making my eyes ache, but it's a better kind of pain than the one in my break. I'm addicted to the ghost in the liquid crystal, a beautiful shot from a memory's pistol. To the maximum, waiting for a piece that'll never come. Drowning in the data, I'm drowning in the play, touching the glass, but you weren't there. It's yeah, I'm just seeking blue light therapy, hiding from the ghost of you and me, searching for a comfort in a 5-inch screen, living in the spaces of the night I've planned. Cinematic colors, neon and cold, a high-res version of a story that's so vulnerable and lonely. I'm just trying to see you, my blue light therapy. The screen goes black, I'm back in the dark, ain't not coming back. The platform's empty and the air is blue. I'm staring at the ticket meant for two. I remember when we leaned against the glass, watching all the blurry city lights pass. You rest your head right here upon my frame and whisper secrets without any name. But now the metal seat is cold and wide, with nowhere left for me to run and hide. The conductor calls, but he don't see me here, just a shadow drowning in a single tear. The doors are sliding shut with a hollow sound. I'm the only one who's never getting found, riding on the last train home, learning how to be alone. The rhythmic heart beneath the floor doesn't beat for us no more. Cinematic windows streaked with rain, a neon blur of memories and pain. Vulnerable and tired, down to the bone on the last train I see our reflection in the dark and pain, but I'm the only one standing in the rain. I keep checking my phone for a ghost of a text, wondering what station is coming up next. I used to love the way the city looked at night, when you were there to hold me in the light. Now every stop is just a place I don't belong, a silent verse in a forgotten song. Next stop, heartbreak. Next stop, goodbye. with rain, a neon blur of memories and pain. Vulnerable and tired, down to the bone on the last train I folded up the letter and I tucked it in the box behind the dusty sweaters and the old ceramic clocks. I said that I was doing fine, I said I'm moving on. I told you I was happy that the heavy days were gone, that there's a margin at the bottom where the papers still wait, where I hide the messy feelings that I'm too afraid to write. I signed my name so neatly with a steady practiced hand, but there's a secret ending that I didn't let you scan. It's the ink that stayed inside the pen. I still love you now and then. The truth is buried in the white, between the lines of wrong and right. Oh, it's my unwritten PS, the part of me that's still a mess, the words I'm saving for a rainy day, the things I know I'll never say. Cinematic silence, a beautiful lake, the final promise that I didn't break. Vulnerable and quiet, I must confess, you're my unwritten PS. I saw a movie on the news, and now I still can't bring myself to wear those silver shoes. I almost wrote that every time I hear a door at night. I hope it's you returning, coming back to make it right. But I kept the page so simple, kept the sentences so brief, holding back the ocean of my disbelief and grief. You read the I'm okay and you think that it is true, while I'm hiding every I am lost without you. It's the footnote to the story, it's the part without the glory, it's the sentence left hanging in the air, the phantom of a prayer that's always there. There's still wait for you, yeah, it's my written PS, the part of me that's still a mess, the words I'm saving for a rainy day, the things I know I'll never say. Cinematic silence, a beautiful lake, the final promise that I didn't break. Vulnerable and quiet, I must confess, and I am Riven Pierre. Signed and sealed, but never delivered. Just a secret in a blank space. wildflowers roam. Baby, there's a version where I didn't let you go, where we didn't let the fire turn to winter around to snow. Staring at the ceiling, looking through the dark, searching for the flicker of a parallel spark. Is she holding on to you? Is she laughing at your jokes in a world that didn't vanish in a cloud of heavy smoke? I can almost hear the ghost of a difference before the gold we had started turning into rust. I'm reaching through fabric, reaching through the grains to a life where we never felt this kind of pain. Oh, the echoes of a different life where I'm the morning sun and you're the light. No broken promises, no cold goodbyes, just a reflection of me in your eyes. Cinematic wonders, beautiful and strange, a universe where nothing ever had to change. Vulnerable and true, made and cut it like a knife through the echoes of a different life. Does that version of me wear the ring you never buy? Is she living in a piece that I'm still out here being taught? I see us in the window of a house on 5th and Main, walking through the sunshine, never hiding from the rain. It's a haunting kind of magic, it's a bittersweet maybe. In the other world, are you still calling me baby? I'm haunted by the shadows of the past we didn't take, by the beautiful heart that I didn't have to break. It's just a vibration, a frequency, a hum, a map of the people we could have become. I'm standing at the crossroads, looking at the door to the life that I'm not living anymore. Say I was another need in your eyes. Cinematic wonders, beautiful and strange, a universe where nothing ever had to change. Vulnerable and dreaming, I'm cutting like a knife, treat the echoes of a different life. Back at the table in that cafe, I'm for suppers. Before I let compasses point at a snort. I'm watching the way that you push back your hair. I can almost reach out and feel you right there. I know how it ends, I've seen it 10,000 times. I know every pause in the rhythm of your lines, but I'd rather stay here in the loop of the glow than face it tomorrow where I have to let go. And the film is getting grainy, the colors are one. I'm sewing together the hearts that were torn. Just one more time, let me see how it felt before the ghost started to tarnish and melt. I'm just hitting the replay button, ignoring the now for the all of a sudden. Back to the start where the love was enough, before the low got so jagged and rough. Semantic cycle's a beautiful lie under a frozen and permanent sky. Vulnerable and stuck. I'm doing nothing but hitting the replay button. I rewind the message you left on my phone, the one where you said you were coming back home. I pause on the frame and you're looking at me like I was the only thing you'd ever see. My thumb is a habit, a reflex of ghosts, addicted to the version of you I don't know. I'm living in circles, I'm walking in rings, tied to the ghost of these beautiful things. It's a glitch in my heart, it's a skip in my soul. I'm losing that grip and I'm losing control. Around and around, let the tape just spin. This is the only way I let you back in. I'm just hitting the replay button, ignoring now. So ever all of a sudden, back to the start where the love was enough. Before the road got so jagged and rough. Slimming that cycle's a beautiful lie under a frozen and permanent sky. Vulnerable and stuck. I'm doing nothing but hit a replay button. Again and again. The coffee tasted right. 14 sunsets bled into the night. I'm standing in the kitchen, red pen in my hand, marking off the hours like a grains of sand. Tuesday was a mountain, Wednesday was a ghost, Thursday was the day that I missed you the most. The paper's getting crowded with these little X's, tracing all the shadows of my past reflexes. And the numbers don't lie, but they don't tell the truth about the way I'm wasting all this lonely youth. I measure in the distance by the sun and the moon, wishing that the never would turn into soon. Yeah, I'm just counting these calendar days, lost in a foggy circular maze. Each little square is a room without a view, just another morning of not having you. Cinematic cycle, slow and so blue, waiting for a season that feels brand new. Vulnerable and steady in so many ways, I'm just surviving these calendar days. 31 mornings of staring at the door, thinking about the clothes you don't leave on the floor. The seasons are shifting, the leaves are turning brown, but I'm still in the window of this empty town. I used to love the weekend, used to love the light. Now I'm just a witness to the passing of the night. How can time move forward when my heart is standing still, like a broken watch on a windowsill? Yeah, January's cold, June is just a light, September's a reminder of a long goodbye. I'm filling up the boxes, I'm filling up the years with 1,000 silent horizontal tears. Yeah, I'm just counting these calendar days, lost in a foggy circular maze. Each little square's a room without a view, just another morning of not having you. Cinematic cycle, slow and so blue, waiting for a season that feel brand new. Vulnerable and steady in so many ways, I'm just surviving these calendar days. still counting the time since you left. Broken on the floor, no slamming of the heavy wooden door, just the sound of a key turning in the lock and a steady rhythmic ticking of the clock. I watched you walk away across the lawn while the colors of my world were being withdrawn. It didn't make a sound the way we fell apart, just a silent earthquake deep inside my heart. No thunder in the sky, no lightning in the air, just the sudden weight of the space that's everywhere. It's a soundless landslide, a muted kind of crash, turning all my silver dreams into a pile of ash. It's just the quiet kind of shatter, where the pieces don't even seem to matter. A slow motion break in the middle of the night. Everything is heavy, nothing is right. Cinematic silence, a deep and hollow wake, the kind of heart that doesn't bend, it just starts to flake. Vulnerable and still, I'm watching the world scatter in a quiet kind of shadow. I'm sitting at the table, staring at my tea, waiting for the me to finally used to be. People ask me how I'm doing, then I say I'm fine, because there are no bruises and there is no finish line. But beneath the surface there's a jagged edge. I'm standing on the corner of a silent ledge. It's the way the air feels when a storm is near, a loud kind of nothing that I'm forced to hear. If I screamed, would it make it more real? If I cried, would it chase away I seal? But the pain is too heavy for a sound to carry. It's a secret ghost that I'm forced to bury. The clock on the nightstand is a neon green blade, cutting through a piece that I try to persuade. I've counted the sheep and I've counted the floors, but my mind keeps on opening all of our doors. I'm tangled in linen, I'm tangled in white, looking for answers in a dark empty sky. You're a ghost in the corner, a hum in the wire, keeping me fueled by your memory's fire. And the silence is loud when I'm closing my eyes. I can hear all the truth in your beautiful eyes. I'm reaching for rest, but I'm catching your name in a midnight version of a losing game. You're just a thief of sleep, taking all the secrets that I try to keep. I'm wide awake in a world built for two, drowning in the used to be of me and you. Cinematic shadows, heavy and deep, while you're the constant thief asleep, vulnerable and tired in the middle of the night. Wait The house is sleeping, the world is still. I'm staring at the shadows on the windowsill. 3 a.m. and I'm almost asleep, safe in the secrets that I try to keep. But then a flash of you hits me like a wire, a short circuit spark, a sudden blue fire. A minute I'm fine, the next I'm undone by a memory of us under the sun. And it stings like a needle, it cuts like a blade. The piece that I built starts to flicker and fade. I'm caught in the wiring, I'm caught in the past. A moment of beauty that wasn't meant to last. It's just a midnight glitch in my head. The things that you did and the things that you said. Everything freezes, the world goes cold. I'm breaking the skin of the stories I told. Cinematic and sharp and emotional, tear in the middle of the night. You're suddenly here, vulnerable and broken. I'm losing a pitch, caught in the middle of a midnight glitch. I see the way you laughed in the kitchen light, a digital ghost in the dead of the night. My heart skips a beat like a scratched up disc. Loving you was such a beautiful risk, but the screen of my mind is starting to crack. I'm reaching for something that's never coming back. It's a twitch in my soul, it's a surge in the dark. Leaving a bird and leaving a mark. Static in my veins, static in my eyes. I wasn't prepared for these sudden goodbyes. It happens in a second, then it's gone again, leaving me alone with the where and the sweet high voice. Yeah, it's just a midnight glitch in my head. The things that you did and the things that you said. Everything freezes, the world goes cold. I'm breaking the skin of the stories I told. Cinematic and sharp and emotional, tear in the middle of the night. You're suddenly here, vulnerable and broken. I'm losing the pitch, caught in the middle of a midnight glitch. You swore it on the stars in the canyon sky, a promise written in a permanent die. We built a castle out of always and now, but the foundation didn't know how to bow. I kept the keys to a house made of air, believing the ghost of your hand was still there. But seasons don't wait for a heart to be ready, and my always was never quite steady. The ink wasn't dry on the life that we planned. It was just drawing lines in a shifting sand. Now I'm looking at the clock on the wall. about to fall. It was just a borrow forever, a string that we couldn't keep together. We were holding the sun, but it had to set. A beautiful debt that I haven't paid yet. Cinematic inside a long distance view of a temporary me and a temporary you. Vulnerable and cold, I should've known better than to trust in a borrow forever. I'm returning the moments I thought were mine, the mornings in bed and the taste of the wine. I'm back in the US in a cardboard box, while the silence around me just echoes and mocks. You were alone that I couldn't repay, a light in my hall that just drifted away. How do I breathe in this empty space when forever just vanished without a trace? Nothing is permanent, nothing is known. I'm learning to walk in this skin on my own. The lease is up and the lights are dim. I'm standing right here on a jagged rim. It was just a borrow forever, a string that we couldn't keep together. We were holding the sun, but it had to set. A beautiful debt that I haven't paid yet. Cinematic inside a long distance view of a temporary me and a temporary you. Vulnerable and cold, I should've known better than to trust in a borrow forever.
Hawaiian cinematics in the pad. It feels like an empty room. The sound of a distant door closing, a slow rhythm, here long pulse begins.
I'm walking through the rooms of this apartment, touching all the places where your heart went. There's a shadow on the wall we used to lean, and the silence now we laughter should have been. I bought a candle just to change the air, but I'm still breathing in the you that's everywhere. The kitchen table has a seat for none, just a ghost of everything we should have done. And the air feels heavy like it's made of lead. I'm rehearsing all the things I never said. Now the floor is wider and the ceiling's high. I'm just a tiny speck beneath this empty sky. The space you left is ringing like a hollow bell that's ringing. It's a canyon in the middle of my chest, a cold wind blowing through the mess. I try to fill it up with noise and light, but the void just grows in the middle of the night. Cinematic only in breath, I'm drowning in the space you left.
Hawaiian cinematics in the pad. It feels like an empty room.
On cruise, I move the sofa just a teams of you, but every corner is a map of you. losing our trace in dust, wondering what happened to the us and trust. I left the TV on to hear a voice, but it's just a hum, it's just a hollow noise. How can something missing be so loud, like a thunderhead inside a single cloud? It's the outline of your hand, it's the footprint in the sand, it's the echo in the hole, it's the nothing that survives. It's so much room, too much room, yeah. The space you left is like a hollow bell that's swinging. It's a canyon in the middle of my chest, a cold wind blowing through the mess. I try to fill it up with noise and light, but the void just grows in the middle of the night. So much room, too much room. A cinematic only embrace. I'm drowning in the space you left. It's so quiet now, just an empty room, and a heart with nowhere to go, and a heart with nowhere to go. We built our walls out of transparency, thinking it was brave to let the neighbors see. We polished every window till they shone like gold, ignoring all the cracks and the biting cold. I walked on tiptoes so the floor wouldn't shake, ignoring every shiver and the way your beams would ache. We called it clarity, we called it pure, but we were never solid, we were never sure. One heavy word and the ceiling starts to bow. We're living in the thin and hiding from the now. It's beautiful to look at, but it's cold to the touch. I didn't think a heartbeat could ever ask for much. Living in this fragile house of glass, watching all the shadows of the people pass. It was built for the sunlight, not for the rain. A transparent cage for a hidden pain. Cinematic and lonely, a crystalline mess, waiting for the gravity to do the rest. Vulnerable and frozen, I'm watching it pass inside our fragile house of glass. I see a reflection in the bedroom wall, waiting for the moment that the stones will fall. We spent all our time trying to keep it clear, but we forgot to hide the things we really feel. Now I'm seeing through the love, seeing through the light, to the empty spaces in the you and I. One stone of truth is all it's gonna take to watch the whole to breathe. Don't breathe too loud, don't move too fast. The sky is coming down, it wasn't built to last. I'm standing in the center as the sparks begin to fly, watching our transparent world say goodbye. It's all coming down, yeah, we're living in this fragile house of glass, watching all the shadows of the people pass. It was built for the sunlight, not for the rain. A transparent cage for a hidden place. Cinematic and lonely, a crystalline mess, waiting for the gravity to do the rest. Vulnerable and frozen, I'm watching it pass inside a fragile house of glass. Watch the shards fall like frozen tears, clear as day and empty as the wind. The moon is hanging like a heavy stone in a room that's far too quiet and far too long. I'm sinking down beneath the cotton sheets while the rhythm of my sorrow softly beats. Every tear is a drop in a rising tide. There's nowhere left for a broken heart to hide. I'm breathing slow, I'm breathing in the blue, just a girl in the dark, still haunted by you. The pillow is cold, the air is so thin. I'm letting the waves of the memory in. Close my eyes and I'm drifting away from the wreck of the things that I couldn't say. It's just a saltwater lullaby, singing me sweet as I start to cry. The ocean is deep and the water is warm, keeping me safe from the rest of the storm. Cinematic and slow, a blue misty dream. Nothing is ever as real as it seems. Vulnerable and tired under the sky, lost in my saltwater lullaby. sky, lost in my soul.